Well, hello everyone, TheOntarioGardener here, back with a brand new series that I am naming Sweet Crust Cafe. Now, I've done sweet treats, I've been to Pie Barn, but you know what? After looking back through a lot of my videos, I try to find stuff that I haven't done lately. And it was going to be salads, but I did do the Sweets Cafe, or the Leaf, whatever it was. Well, I mean, everything's been a while ago. I mean, everything's kind of fresh. But I haven't done, I think the last pie I did, I think was Tombstone Pies, when we had the Halloween update. We had all the enchantable stuff. Oh, not that obviously, but the counter is going to be enchanted. These can be enchanted, upgraded into different things. So that was the last time, I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, that I did a pie run. So we're going to do pies, and I'm debating whether I want to lean towards just taking meat pies and just automating and taking all customer cards, or relatively all customer cards, or go the other way and do all food cards to keep the group count down. Now, for those of you who watched my last video, the Fisherman's Bay, the issue was making the food. We had the issues with too many customers waiting outside, right? And the bluefish, even though we had two burners, but remember, we had 25% more advertising bonus, or debuff, or whatever you want to call it. So that's 50% more customers. We had closing time, which that 50% does get added to the closing time. So it's twice as many closing time people that come as a rush. And then also we took the card where all processes were 25% slower. And we also took the card where all patience was 20% slower. So everything was working against us. But we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll with it, because I like automating pies. And if we can have a nice pie automation setup, a nice dish automation, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But we're starting out new, and as always, what do I say? If you have as many or fewer groups, then you have tables, you do what? You call everybody. And that's what we're going to do. Even though it's only 3 coins per ring, that's 9 free coins. This. And I have it set this way so I can tap in the water. Tap, in. And then usually you should be able to knead this into a pie before this one will burn. And we have all double groups. Of course we do, because why wouldn't you? Because with pies, you could really get a good automation setup going that's not just using mixers. Or I should say, not just... Oh, I missed that one up. I'm just going to wait now. that you can use the sink trick. You could use... I shouldn't say the sink trick. Basically, you have a combiner with dough or with flour, and it turns it into a dough ball. But if you have some rapid mixers going and you don't have any reduction in speed or anything, rapid mixers are the way to go. I personally believe it's the way to go. Now, because pies take a lot of steps, there are a lot of steps too. Yeah, definitely a lot of steps. You can kind of count the steps. So 1, 2, knead into the pie crust. 3, 4, 5. So 5 steps, 6 steps. That's a lot. Compared to salad, where you chop lettuce, you chop tomato, boom, boom, that's it. And also, now this is something that maybe new players don't understand. Ovens and microwaves do not make mess, nor do things like if you have salad, because there's no cooking involved, like with the main salad, there's no mess at all. Which, I mean, that holds true with anything that you just chop, like stir fry, for example. All right, we got our desk right away, so we're gonna put that in here, of course. Why is my sound so low on this? I know last time, the sound was crazy. It is okay, man. Whatever. Maybe I just have my speakers turned down or something. Who knows? But I think what we will do is I want to buy the plates, and the reason why is because I don't really want to do dishes. Now, today we still have 3 groups. Tomorrow we'll likely have 4. But again, still, as long as you don't have to clear a table for a customer to sit, you don't have to do dishes. You don't have to do dishes. Now, here we have a lot of these are staples. Hobs are staples. Sinks are staple. Plates are staples. Research desks are staples, right? So when you buy one, it does limit or reduce it being in here. Just the way it works. Now, the way that the research desk works is that you would typically keep getting one until you buy the first one. So a good strategy is to put the first one in here instead of buying it right away. But again, you don't have to do it that way. But if you don't have something like a blueprint desk, it's very, very hard to get another research desk. It's just the way the algorithm or whatever you want to call it works. The RNG, not algorithm. Algorithm is for how I get views on YouTube. Speaking of that, if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, consider hitting the button and also ticking the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Thank you in advance. Oh, also, not to jump around here, I hit 9,000 subscribers. At the time of recording this video, I hit 9,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you to each and every one of you. Again, if you're not subscribed, hit the button, please. Why not? Just hit it. You know you love the content. Just do it. Just like we're going to just do it here. 1, 2, 3. But you know what? You may say, and I've said it in the past too, it's like, well, what's 9 coins? Well, or 10 coins or whatever. Well, guess what? There's very often are you short 2 or 3 coins, right? So that it's it's a good thing. Double, so grab it, tap, well, need it, not really tap it. I mean, getting a blueprint desk for me is probably number 1 here. I mean, you can say, oh, what about getting a frozen prep station? You can make pies. And while that is true, what I've also found, at least for doing it solo, I never end up doing it that way. I don't. Like, I use the frozen prep, and then, like, I'm making new pies every day anyway. It's like, well, if I get behind, well, you're not going to get behind if you only have, 8 or 10 customers. You're just not going to get behind. Unless you're watching TV or something. Okay, now, hopefully we get a research desk that we can purchase. So you see up in the top left corner, we're only at 117. Now, we did call as much as we could. But typically, having numbers that go into 30, or numbers that are into 3 even, because if it can be divisible by 3, it can be divisible by 30 as long as it's above 30, obviously. Because a lot of things cost 30 coins, a lot of things cost 60 coins. So, ooh, we got a conveyor belt. Now, conveyor belts are good. We just don't need a conveyor belt right now. And I think what we'll do is, because we're not really doing any, let's just move this down to here. We're not really doing any, like, stocking up on pies. There's no real need to do that at this point. But research desk is good. Now, the one thing that's negative when this eventually becomes a blueprint desk is your ring. Because if you ring, you advance the blueprint desk. Now, people will argue with me, and they can do that. But if you don't ring, you will see more things. Fight me on that. I think because we have some money, I will start pushing tables back. This is a very Ontario strategy. Excuse me. Now, it doesn't really matter if a chair is here or here, because the messes can't spawn in here. They can only go like one tile. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Here can spawn a mess. This one can't because it's blocked. This is blocked as well, so it can't. These can't at all anyway. So we only have a couple spots with messes. So down here again, conveyor belts. It's like, oh man, it'd be nice to get a grabber. But the thing is, why do we need a grabber? What do we need a grabber for right now? We don't. 4 groups, but guess what? 4 groups is fine because we have 4 tables. So guess what? Call everybody. And we get a 4 ring out of that. So that's good for us. So we made 16 coins there for doing virtually nothing. Whoops. And, the patience for the customers, trust me, it's not going to run out. It's not going to run out by the time you get to, get to the last group. It's just not. Alrighty. Okay, this is where having like a mixer is really good. I mean, a mixer in a conveyor, yeah, for sure. And because it's all about passive. It's all about passive work being done. In passive, if you don't know what passive means, it's basically something that's doing something without you having to do it. Which is like, if you have a mixer and a grabber, like, it's passively making, which I guess is the opposite of actively. It's passively making crust, and you're not doing anything. It's like in the background, it's making crust. That may not be exactly how you would define it. All right. So we have a discount desk. You may say, well, how do you know that? Well, you see the 2 little yellow icons on the left part of the desk there? That is a discount desk. If those 2 little white or yellow icons are on the right-hand side, that's a blueprint desk. Now, obviously, if it's gray little box inside the brown, then that is a copy desk. Now, the order, a term I've coined. If you're new to the channel, you hear people say CBD. Yeah, I coined that term over 2 years ago. I pat myself on the back. Hey, I got to give my credit for something, right? But what that stands for is copy, blueprint, discount. That's how it cycles. Copy desk to a blueprint desk to a discount desk, then back to a copy. So because we have a discount desk, it's going to become a copy tomorrow, and then it's going to become a blueprint desk. So copy desks are good, but we need a blueprint desk. All right, let's see what we got. Well, here we go. Victorian Standards is a free card because when you serve diner style, which is considered when you're signing, you're serving through a pass like the half walls. The card is free because the customers don't lose patience when you're serving through the wall, through the pass, if you will, or the hatch, the hutch, whatever you want to call it. So I want to go Victorian. I know it's 50%. It would drop our groups to 3, but you know I don't want to go that route. That route. So here again, we're gonna push tables back. It's just something that I've I don't want to say I've always done it because I haven't always done it, but I do it very regularly. Still 4 groups. I mean, I could just buy this sink to have a 1 XP instead of a 0.75. Counters we don't need, like, you know, these are staple items still because we haven't purchased them. And this here, as I said, discount desk, so we can't buy it. And you look at we're back. Hey, look at that, we're back to 117. That's very interesting, right? Because this costs 20, and then what else did we buy? I guess that's all we bought. We just bought the one thing, right? But without further ado, let's just keep on rolling because we still have 4 groups, which means we have 4 rings. Now we're up to 5 coins. Now, if you're wondering, if you're new, or maybe you haven't played in a while, or if you play along with me, is the way that it works is you get 3 base coins per ring, regardless of what day it is. 3 base coins, right? And then for every second day, you get an extra coin. So we're at day 4, right? So half of 4 is 2, plus the 3 base gives you what? There, mathematicians. That gives you 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's an easy way to remember, kind of. Oh, how many coins am I gonna make today? Well, you know how many. Take the day you're at. It does round down. Like tomorrow is day 5, but we're not gonna get 6 coins. Like we're not gonna get an extra coin for the day. I don't know why I did this. So it does round down. So tomorrow we will still get 5 coins because there is no half of a coin, and it doesn't round up. I want to do the research before I forget. So this is going to become a copy desk. So inside the brown little area, there's going to be a gray little box, or, well, the whole thing turns to a gray little box, I guess. And that is a copy desk. Now, copy desks are okay. Now, if we get another research desk, right, I will probably buy the copy desk today. Let's see if we get one. It's very unlikely that we will. Yeah. So prep stations are good. Now, I'm going to buy the table, obviously. But there is a bit of a dilemma. Now, this is a strategy that some people use. I hate people that say something like the meta, like this is the way you have to do it. No. There's no the way you do it in this game. You do it how you want. Don't let anybody say, no, you got to do it like this. You got it. And it's like, oh, the meta is this. I hate that term. I honestly, before the game became public, you know, people didn't use terms like meta for this game. Like, oh, the meta is you. So I'll tell you what people do. The meta for this is you buy the copy desk, you throw this away, which then returns it to the staple pool. So then theoretically the next day you'll then get one, and then you copy it, and then the next day you buy one, and then you start researching on that. So I mean, if we do that, technically we would have to get to day 7 or 8. That's if we get another one tomorrow before we can even start doing anything. And I find that ridiculous. Personally, I find it ridiculous, but that way you can keep copying and get more blueprint tests. But I mean, honestly, I've never failed a run because I didn't have a blueprint desk or a discount desk at the right time. Okay. TED Talk over. I don't like this whole, and I've had this rant before. I don't like this whole, the meta of the game. No. This is a roguelite game. You play it how you want. I play it the same way every time because that's my style. I don't expect someone else to play with my style. Now, we are going to call only 3 times. I guess technically I could probably call everybody. As long as we don't get all double orders here, we'll be fine. Yeah, okay, we're fine. And the reason why is because someone's sitting outside, which is okay. Just means we have to just clear one table, which we do that. And guess what? Done like the dinner. Perfect. Okay, so rant over, and it's nothing against people who play that way. I just don't like, and I get this stuff from the Discord. I just don't like if someone asks a question. This is how I've always been. Oh, what is your suggestion? Well, the meta is to do it like this. What? No, I don't think so, man. That's it doesn't work that way. And I mean, most people don't buy into that. Like, this is the way you play it. I used to play Factorio a lot, and Factorio is the same way. It's like, well, how do you do it? Well, the meta, not meta, but it's like, well, the way you do it is you start like this and you start like that. And it's like, really? How about I start how I want, man? Because it's fun that way. This is a game of discovery. If you're a new player or a semi-new player, or you like to watch the videos, guess what? Boom, Blueprint Desk. If you like to watch my videos and all that stuff, you know how I play, and I never tell you how to play. I never do. I give suggestions or my opinion, but I never tell you how to play. And even things like my tips and tricks videos and like automation, that's not telling you what to do. It's telling you how you can do it. Anyway. Ooh, okay, so now the reason why I push the tables back is so there's no mess. Also, if you get to the automation stage, you're gonna have to do that. No, but this is interesting. The decreased mess is kind of irrelevant, honestly. The bonus patience when delivering food, that's like when you give them. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like when you give the one person the food, they then have more patience, or it could be that the overall. It's not the serve. Maybe it's the overall giving the food. Anyway, increased patience, and then the tables create no mess. So that's okay. I like to lean towards formal if you're playing not diner style, especially if you're playing with 2, 3, 4 people, where you want to have a clean dining room because it messes with how fast people can walk. Now, charming on this hand is increased bell patience. So that's the initial patience that comes in. Patience decreases slower when a player is nearby. That's kind of irrelevant. And then customers will sit at the table before they are cleared. So that's actually a good one, even if you're not doing automation. But the negative with that is that if you're purposely trying to block certain tables off, why, I don't know, but say you only want to serve 2 of the 4 tables you have, well, it's not going to work because charming will sit there. Now, I personally like exclusive. Affordable is okay. It doesn't really fit my style too much. Exclusive I like because it's bonus queue patience. And that has to do with having people outside, but I hate having people outside. I want to have them inside. So you never know. I think what we'll do is we'll go charming. I don't think we're going to buy anything. We are going to buy this, of course. Duh. Well, actually, I say we're not going to buy anything, but we actually have a decent amount of money here. Are we going to get any? We got nothing good. Wow. Now, you may say about calm painting. Calm painting is good if you have very large groups because it doubles the thinking time, which is kind of irrelevant, but not if you're serving another table, right? And the delivery patience is really, really key. That's when you serve one customer of the group, and then you know how fast that timer ticks down because people are waiting to get the food. This doubles how fast that or how slow that goes. So that's good, but we don't have large groups, so it doesn't really fit into this. Fireplaces are very expensive. They're 50 coins per house. These are 30 per house. This is 40 per house. I think what we'll do is I think we could afford to re-roll to see if we can get something. Man, we didn't get anything. We got freaking crap. Excuse me. Dartboards are okay. Wall lights are okay. All right, so I think we're just gonna. I want to buy the first round of this. Whoops. And then put that. I can't make it stick to that corner. It has to stick there. That's okay. And we'll buy the DB, the dartboard. We'll put that up at the top. And maybe what we'll do is let's just put the light up here too. Or I can put the light there. That's kind of. Let's see if I get annoyed with it being there. Let's just do that. Let's see if I get annoyed with the light being there or not. I think that one. Well, we'll see. Are we gonna change the floor? I always like this black. It makes like honestly, if you change it from that to that, it makes like my eyes feel so much better. Wish we'd have some of the other. I don't like these wallpapers. I like the solid wallpapers. And this here, this is just terrible. Look at this one. Oh my god! Like I don't know how you could even play like that. That really just kills my eyes, kills my vibe, kills my eyes. I'm just being silly. We could also buy the plant. I really don't think we need it at this point. Excuse me, we'll put it in here because there's nothing to research. Yeah, nothing to research. We have 3. Why do we have 3 at this table? That doesn't make any sense. No other table, so we're still fine here. We're rolling right along. Yeah, we can pop out another days. Now we have 6 groups. But remember, we have increased bell patience. That's when they initially sit down. I think that's what it is. We'll find out. How about that? All right, let's just rock it here. But the thing is, I also don't want to call because I want to see just how many. Just to see what we can get from the blueprint desk today. Now, the first thing I'm going to look for, obviously, is going to be a mixer. That's a no-brainer. I wouldn't be opposed to another research desk or a blueprint cabinet. Blueprint cabinets are always one of those. It's a good thing to get in the beginning if you can. I mean, granted, we're at day 6, but still we're in the beginning. And it's good to get them early because, well, they're helpful. they're helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna let this roll through. Like for me, I kind of like just rolling with, 4, 5. I mean, 6 at the most. I never. For those of you, light's okay. For those of you who've watched me for a while, I don't think I've ever had more than 6 blueprint cabinets. Especially if you end up having all 3 desks, it really, you can't like for 2 desks, you can do 6, right? You can do 6 cabinets where both of them get hit the same, like all. Okay, I'm trying to think I can say this differently. Is that yeah, they all get hit. They all get affected by researching and copying. But if you have more than 6, then actually no, 6 you can't. No, 4 you can. Sorry, 4 you can, not 6. And the issue here is we're getting close to the end of the day, and there's nothing here that we've gotten yet that I liked. It may end up just turning out that we don't get anything. And now, I mean, say hob wouldn't be the worst thing. We don't need a hob right now. They say there's definitely 2 people sitting there. We don't need a hob right now. I really hope we see one more item. I don't think we will. Actually, I want to see can I get a free ring out of this? I just missed it. So I always call it a free ring. You hear me talk about that. A free ring is basically when the last group is in and you can still call on the phone. Now, I just missed it there. If your little timer up in the top here, if you have it at maybe, you can't see it now, but if you have where there's, I don't know, like a half an inch or something left, you could definitely ring again. Wow, we're at day 6 already. Let's just see what we get. I don't want to debate. So, Splashstone really isn't a big deal. Now the thing with the potatoes is 15%, but we have to cook it individually, and we don't have a safety hob. We didn't even lock in a hob. But roast potatoes are very easy. They're very, very easy to do. And that they're very easily automated too. All it is basically a grabber and a safety hob. That's it. And you always have roast potatoes. So I think for this, we will take potatoes. It'll drop our groups by 1. I think this is an okay decision. Yeah, I think this is an okay decision in my opinion. Yeah, this is fine. See, okay, well, hold on here. So now this is where it gets a little bit, not tricky, but here it's like, okay, I think I do want to buy. I mean, we have a lot of money right now. We're sitting pretty with money. Okay, let's just make this so they all look the same. So we have this one. There we go. Just kind of look the same. So what do we want to upgrade? Off of this, I mean, we could. I mean, we have the money. We could re-roll. Like, having a frozen prep for the potatoes would not be a bad idea. It would not be a bad idea at all. A chopping or a workstation, if we get that compared to a freezer, a workstation would also be great. Plates, we don't need more plates. A sink, we're okay with hand washing. So, I mean, this is where it's tricky. Because I don't like re-rolling on 4. But I kind of want a frozen prep station. Because then we may only have to do potatoes once a day. I think we're going to run with this. But we're actually, guys, we're going to stop it here, too. We're actually out of time. I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. Will be much appreciated. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you're new to the channel, or if you're lurking, or you say you've been around for a while and you just haven't subscribed, why not? Hit the button, tick the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. And as always, catch you guys next time.